welcome to another episode of surferbrg review time. And of course there's Sonic relaxing right there between the couch and stuff. So anyway, in this game I'm going to review something for the 16-bit Super Nintendo. Got a bunch of new Super Nintendo games and NES games and stuff lately, so how about we talk about Space Invaders. I really don't have too much to say about this game, other than it's a fun. It was imported on Atari, and it was originally on the arcade and stuff. Sorry, I stuttered a little bit. But anyway, why don't we just put this game in and give it a try. So, this game is pretty much the original Space Invader, except the only thing they did was they added just a few add-ons, funny things, just since it's Super Nintendo. Like, to give you a choice of what version of the Space Invader you want to play, like either the original arcade, tabletop, black and white, or color version. And, you know, it has a bunch of options before you start the game. And basically you have to, there's not much controls. All you just press R, or one of those R, L to like insert coin, and then you press start and stuff. Basically, you shooting alien ships and stuff. You got shields you could use to hide behind, but it's really not too much. And, you know, you're basically just, you know, tapping your button like crazy to shoot and stuff. And, you know, it's a really fun game. The only concerns I ever had while playing this game, it's still a pretty fun game, I want to say. The only concern I have is sometimes you can only shoot one bullet at a time, and it goes all the way to the screen, and I'm all like, oh man. So sometimes you gotta really have accurate aim and stuff. And, you know, the other problem is sometimes it's slow to react when moving left or right, because, you know, sometimes enemies will shoot at you unexpectedly and stuff. And, you know, and sometimes the movement's a little stiff sometimes. But, you know, this is even one of those games where you need the turbo controller. Like, you know, sometimes I play games without the turbo controller, and sometimes I get tired of, you know, having to, like, hit the shoot button a lot like crazy, and, you know, I start to have a problem with that. I really don't have too much to say about this game, other than it's fun. So, one of the best arcade games, I want to say. And, you know, it's a really fun game. So, why don't I pause the gameplay and get to the final verdict. I really don't have much to say about this game, except it was actually worth the money. It's still a really fun arcade game. And I know they also have it available for Atari and maybe Sega Genesis and a bunch of other consoles, especially newer ones. Like, they did release one for Nintendo 64 and the PC, which was pretty fun. So, this one I just reviewed the Super Nintendo one. I got myself a copy of the Super Nintendo one. It was worth the investment, actually, because this game only cost me like $2 or $3 off one of the websites I shop at a lot. So, like I say, it was worth the buy. My overall rating, I just want to give the game an 8.5. Because the gameplay is fun, I do like the graphic and stuff, and, you know, everything else and the option stuff. My only major concern is just, you know, it takes time. It's hard to react when you're moving left or right. You know, it's controlled a little stiff. Especially if you shoot one bullet at a time unless you're like a hit. But overall, game's fun, and you guys should get it if you pick this up at any of your online game store, your local store that sells like video games or old vintage video games. Sorry. Or you could, of course, you know, go online and probably find this for a few bucks. So that's all I have to say. So, see you guys.